just spent all day making this contraption down here, this whole mess, in a mod called Create. That's a different mess. We're not going to get into that one. So this here started with this thing, this furnace, which is powering the furnace engine, which is powering the flywheel, which generates rotational force based on the energy given to it by the furnace. So I was thinking, wow, this is a really cool, neat source of energy. However, it requires fuel, whereas something like the windmill does not. And the windmill can just keep on producing with no fuel and do all this sorts of stuff here, and absolutely no material. There's no need for consistent material usage. This one does. I need to pour fuel into it constantly and heat this up constantly, and then this gets full, so I need to transport that out. So I've spent the entire day working out how exactly to fix that, and then just get it to where it works basically on its own. So the first thing and the easiest thing was the cobblestone generator, which mines a block, uses the hopper to put the hopper in on the top of the thing so that it goes in the correct slot, and then consistently gives the thing something to cook. Afterwards, I needed the fuel to be consistent. Well, before that, I suppose the next easiest thing is getting the product out of the way into this big long chest, which would eventually need to be extended, but that would be in an indefinite time source, which this is not going to be. Then we have the tree. Tree's kind of hard to do. Tree's actually the hardest part of this entire thing. This part is not very difficult. Right? Okay, so it's just this thing places a sapling every single time the sapling's broken. This thing places a bone meal until the sapling grows up. Then it gets chopped down, and all of the things fall into these droppers here. These droppers take it to be all the way over here, where it is then dispersed into this, which flows into that as fuel, and everything works out. As you can see, if I drop the things here, they will soon be moving all the way up over here. If I were to wait, just give it a second. By the way, you can see all the other... Oh, there it goes. So the mechanical arm puts them up there. Some of them go over here because it gets overflowed, as you can see there. So some of them go over here into this infinite chest loop, and yeah, we got that. So as you can also see, there's many rotating cogs and all sorts of other stuff, which just is mostly just getting everything to the right direction. Not very difficult there. But then you're probably wondering, so what did you build the big, obviously a spawner thing for? Okay, well, it's a skeleton spawner, specifically a skeleton spawner. The idea is that there's just a room with water and a skeleton spawner in it, and it's dark. I should probably take the torches out of it. I actually see her watch me fix the thing live. This has basically been all day. In this mod, you fix things. Disclaimer for anyone who wants the mod: it's fun, but you fix things a lot. Anyways, so you just stand up here because Java has a weird thing where you need to be on like the Y level or like above it for things to spawn when there's like a mob spawner, or at least it was in one of the survival worlds I had. And so I just had to kind of stand there and just wait for a while for all the stuff to spawn. But here we can just go ahead and see the effects almost immediately. The skeletons go and die from fall damage, and then there's an arrow thing and a bone thing. So the arrows get put onto the left one, and the bones get put onto the right one. So this one went down into this infinite chest loop. This one gets grinded, and it can get grinded into a few things. In a bone meal, or it can get grinded into a white phantom membrane. It didn't this time. There's more bone meal. So yeah, the idea was to just get the bone meal. I didn't know that the phantom membrane would be there. But yeah, so the bone meal gets filtered back into this chest so that it can infinitely have bone meal, and the saplings are just gotten from when the trees are destroyed. It's a pretty easy, simple bit, I feel like. And then for the phantom membranes, they get carried through here all the way over there into that chest hole. So yeah, this is fun. Creates a good mod.